Well, I won the doubles in '98, and that was like to finishing off the Grand Slam. So I won all four in that same year, and it was just like incredible. I think at that time was with Jana Novotná, and we just felt like in a similar position now with Sania, because when you win many matches, many tournaments together, you just feel like you go on court, and the way Sania was playing in the last, 3-4 matches, it was just incredible. I mean, he was hitting bombs, from the baseline, and I was able to in the last two matches pick it up and hit some good volleys to finish it off, and that's what works the best for us, and we all felt like there was a little bit of nervousness, definitely, especially today, because, I mean, like you said, it's been a while, 18 years, but it feels like it's doing it all over again. It's like I don't think about, okay, the last time it was 18 years ago. It's what counts for me is like right now, today, and this moment. So, and I know I have the support and the trust that I have for her shots and for her game, and it's even building up every time we step out together.
Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
The partnership is working out pretty well. I mean, Wimbledon and then follow up here. You guys, it's 2 Grand Slams in the summer. Talk about what's working for you guys.
Well, so much, obviously. I mean, we started playing in March, obviously, in America, and we won 3 out of 3, and that rarely happens. I mean, anyway, but especially when you start playing with someone, and we hit it off, and, obviously we've become more friends now. We were more acquaintances before, but now we've become friends, and it helps, I think, in tough moments like today, we're struggling to close out matches. I think we trust each other on and off the court, so I think that helps us through a lot of tough moments on the court. And obviously our games match kind of complement each other, so to say, with her at the net and me from the back, and I think that's the best combination. And we try and help each other out on the court if the other person's struggling, but if both of us are not struggling, then we win tournaments. So that's kind of the key. So we're happy to win our second slam together. We didn't think when we started playing this was going to happen, obviously, so soon. But hopefully we can just keep building, and obviously we are the #1 team in the world, so we have to keep building on this.
Martina, you said the other day with Leander that you guys can kind of walk onto the court with a bit of a swagger, and that you had such success together. And the way you two, I mean, you've sort of steamrolled through this tournament, you can set throughout the tournament. So do you feel when you come out, I mean, obviously being world #1, you have that swagger, but I mean, do you sort of feel that way almost invincible when you two?
Well, the only match I felt a bit like I was a bit lame was against the Chan sisters, but we played them in the previous 2 tournaments, and it was 1-1. So it was already going into this tournament. It was like, okay, we know we have to play the best, but every time in the beginning against them is the same thing. But we managed to get through those difficult moments, and we've done that in the past, especially the Wimbledon finals, where we came a 5-2 deficit, and we find a solution and we find a way to win. And I think that really helps us getting through the events like this. And I know Sania definitely in the Grand Slams, I mean the big events, she just like peaks unbelievable. So I think that's the Indian thing that the champions have inside them, that they know when to peak and when to play well and when it counts. And I mean the same in Friday's final at 7-all, when Leander hit that down the line winner. I mean, he didn't hit a forehand like that the whole match, but he put it in there at that time. And Sania, I mean, when I can manage the volleys at the net, she sets me up so greatly. So we don't even have to like suffer. It was like a pretty convincing match. It's just it works well. We have our strategies, and when she puts some volleys extra in as a bonus, when I hit some winners from the baseline or I win some points, so that's like even extra bonus. But we know what positions work for us, and the other is extra, and that's why it looks so convincing at the end of the day today. I mean, 3-3, and we still had break chances even prior that. So I think sometimes it could be even easier.
Martina, you talked about doubles 17 years ago. How do you think doubles is perceived today relative to 17 years ago?
Well, I think especially we talked about that yesterday in the women's game. We have a lot of singles players playing the game, but sometimes they just don't go through. I mean, Flavia won the title yesterday, but we beat them in the semifinals. Was it Wednesday already? And it was like 4-1. So it's not necessary that the women's, singles player don't play, but sometimes they are successful, like Sarah Errani or Vinci was, and that helps them in the singles game. But also Flavia was a great, she has 2 Grand Slam titles. I think in the women's game you see that a lot more, that you have singles players play the game, but don't necessarily are very, successful. I mean, you have the top 5, they sometimes don't even play because they weren't very good. So it's not like Halep tried, Wozniacki played some, Ivanovic, but I mean, they don't win slams, so they try to focus more on the singles. But I think that's a little bit of a difference in the men's, but definitely lately it's been in the women's that they also try to play, but doesn't mean that they have to win right away.
Do you have any plans to take up singles again?
No, thanks. I was just like practicing yesterday. I almost hurt myself. I was like, oh my God. It's a long season, hardcourt season. We play 6 weeks in a row. I've still played also team tennis. So I'm turning 35 at the end of the month. So I just keep it away. I'd rather win alongside Sania and Leander, like Grand Slam titles, than having to struggle with my body.
Sania and Martina, I don't think the best agent of the game could have united this mix. Did you all have some friends, some colleagues encouraging you to contact one another? Was somebody trying to put this together?
Well, I think it's just too bad we didn't get together before. We've known each other for a long time. We played a lot of singles matches against each other for many years, and then I stopped, she stopped, and all kinds of things happened. And then it just so happened it was more about timing, really. I think it was, she plays the backhand court, I play the forehand court, and we're obviously good at our sides of the court. And we just happened that at that point in February when we spoke in Dubai, we weren't really happy with our current partners who we were playing with. So it was, doubles is about timing as well. Maybe if we played together before, before in
I
her...
think it's just not even like we weren't happy. It was like, it's new energy. Sometimes you need that energy that works. Either it works or it doesn't. Also.
Well,
yeah.
so it was just about timing. So
Yeah.
it was just not really, anyone was not really pushing. I think we used our brains kind of, and we were like, oh, okay, maybe we can play well together. And we did. So that was obviously a good
Just like the
move.
first practice, that was awesome.
We had the worst first practice ever. Ever. And we played and we were like, oh my God, we cannot play together. We won like 1 game out of like, I think 12. So we were like, maybe not. And then, yeah, so.
So where was that practice?
Doha.
Why did you stay together after?
Because practice, that's how much practice means. After a certain point of time in your career, you practice. I mean, we always joke between each other that we can never win practices. We never win. Like, we try, but we're always, like, struggling to win practice. I mean, it's just how you feel when you play a match. You just can't get that. Some people can and some people can't, and we just don't get that.
Some
I mean,
are
it's
the
just
opposite
about
practice champions. So
but we just try to play our games, and I mean, if we win, we win. In practice, if we don't, we don't. But what's important is coming out here and putting your best forward, and we're able to do that. So.
Martina, I think I would kneel on my fingers and toes, maybe more to count the amount of Grand Slam titles that you won in your career.
No, it was my 20th, exactly.
I think it is exactly that.
Yeah, no, it was funny because I was at the Hall of Fame dinner last night, and Pam Shriver was sitting next to me, and she's like, I got 22. So she's like going on that one. So it's it's amazing. I would have never thought to be able to go that far, especially this year, winning 5. 3 in the mix and now 2 in the doubles, which means so much. Yeah.
Does it ever? I mean, I know it's sort of